Another form of hunting when you're out west is, especially if you go on an outfitted wilderness hunt, you may be riding horses or mules, or at least having access to horses and mules for your pack trip as well as for your personal riding. If you know that's the kind of hunt that you're going to be going on out west, you also need to prepare yourself a little bit for that. If you usually the first day of your hunt, if you're on a horse trip, is you're going to go from trailhead or from the outfitter's ranch into your main hunting camp, and that can be anywhere from a 15-mile to a 20-mile ride, and that can be anywhere from a 10-hour day in the saddle to as much as a 12-hour day in the saddle, depending on what type of forests and mountains you're riding through. So you've got to also be prepared for that, because if you get stove up off of that first day ride-in, you're going to have a difficult time enjoying the first day of your hunt in the field and possibly other hunts as well. So usually a good thing to do is most states have access to stables, riding stables, where you can at least have an opportunity to go riding and get comfortable with being in the saddle for an extended period of time. I recommend that people do a lot of stretching. Sit-ups is also a good thing to do, just to kind of get your lower half of your body in shape and prepared for sitting in the saddle for a while. Another thing that's important, if you know that you're going to be dealing with livestock, is get comfortable with being around horses, being around livestock. Sometimes people are a little bit fearful if they've never been on a horse before, and that fear equates itself into the animal that you're going to be riding. So the animal can anticipate that maybe they can do some things with a rider that's emanating some fear, whereas one that is very comfortable around the animal, not so much so. What you want to not have is a wreck when you're riding a horse and when you're stringing along with some pack animals, especially if it's especially if it has your elk or your deer on the back of it, plus your horns. So preparing for a ride-in hunt and an extended hunt on horseback is another thing that you need to prepare for. And again, the best way to do that is just throw your leg over an animal a few months and do it consistently leading up to the time that you go on your hunt.